All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for a few real people out there, just like you and just like me. So, Robin Trower posted yesterday he's got some urgent health issues and has decided to cancel his upcoming tour here in the United States, which was scheduled to take place in September and October. Um, so this is kind of a big deal here, based on what Robin Trower is saying. In a June 3rd post over on Facebook, the 79-year-old guitarist, same age as Eric Clapton, who just played 4 UK dates to support the expanded edition of his second solo album, 1974's Bridge of Sighs, right? And as much as that album is amazing, and it is, and apparently it's being reissued, and I'm really looking into possibly getting it as a reissue. Um, Robin Trower, over the past, say, 15 years, has been putting out some of the best music of his career. Last year, it was this album with Sari Shore, Joyful Sky, spectacular. And go back a year or two and go back before that, and you're going to find some of the best music of his career. He's been on a roll. His tone, his playing, it's just all very unique. And like I often say when I do these videos, they're not making replacements for Robin Trower. Bridge of Sighs, if you haven't heard Bridge of Sighs and you don't have that album, you probably should go listen to it or go purchase a copy of it. I know people will just go and stream it. Anyway, the situation with Robin Trower seems pretty serious. He says here, my doctor advised me that the only possible way for an effective solution is to undertake a major operation as soon as possible. He says, I have also been advised that the recovery time to 100% full fitness could take a while. This makes committing to a fixed touring period in the near future impossible. He says, I have struggled with this decision, but I realize I cannot continue touring at this time. The U.S. shows were scheduled again to take place in September and October. He says here, I am very hopeful that this procedure will give me a new lease on life, he wrote, and I can return to doing what I love the most, playing live. I look forward to catching up with you all as soon as I am able to do so. Now, if you're interested in the upgraded version of Bridge of Sighs, this would be the 50th anniversary edition of the Guitarist's biggest release, including a 2024 remaster, an unedited stereo mix, outtakes, rarities, and live recordings. It comes out on June 7th as a 3 CD, 1 Blu-ray set with a Dolby Atmos mix, which is very cool, and as a 2 LP edition on 180-gram vinyl via Chrysalis. It's available for pre-order in the US, and I will try to put a link in the description of this video where you can purchase that. From the March 7th album announcement following his departure from the 60s Baroque rockers Procol Harum, the gifted guitarist set sail on forging a solo career, and in doing so assembled a new band, bringing in James Dewar on vocal and bass and Reg Isidore on drums. The new power trio set the tone on Trower's 1973 solo debut, twice removed from Yesterday, but it's always been the follow-up album, Bridge of Sighs, that would catapult Trower into guitar hero status. Now, I first heard Robin Trower probably, I would say, in 1986, 1987. I had not heard Trower before. And then at the time, he was releasing material that worked with our format, stuff like Tear It Up. You'd have to go and find that song, but great guitar work and 80s production values. But really, the work he's done over the past decade or so, these albums that come out and get almost no attention from the mainstream music public, it's just depressing. because he's too good to be ignored. He's one of these guitar players that will go down in history as being unique and being very skillful. People will go back and listen to this stuff in like 50 or 100 years and they'll say, wow, wonder why this wasn't bigger. Wonder why this wasn't a hit, you know, things like that. I mean, this isn't pop music, right? This is the problem. It's not super pop, it's not super accessible in that way. But if you like to hear a guy play guitar, and I mean, he's been singing a lot on recent albums, but he's also had other people singing. That's kind of been his thing, where he has someone else do the singing. But, you know, for whatever reason, I think he just felt recently before the album he did last year. And I think there was one album prior to that where someone else was handling the vocals. He's been able to sing. And for me, it kind of works. It's a little grungy at times, believe it or not, but it's not grunge music. It's just the way he plays. And it's just very unique. And we wish him a speedy recovery. 79 years old. I'm thinking a major surgery at 79 always poses a risk that it won't go well. So we just pray that Robin Trower makes a full recovery, because he's one of the best and he deserves to be. I mean, is he in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Is Robin Trower? I mean, he might be in with Procol Harum. Is Procol Harum in the Hall of Fame? I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll have to look that up, and I'll do it after I get through here. But man, there are great musicians out there that just haven't gotten their due. And if Trower isn't in the Hall of Fame as a solo artist, I mean, that's mind-boggling. It just shows you the current status, the current state of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Just abysmal. All right, people, I'm done with this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and pray for Robin Trower. Let's hope he gets through this and he's back here in the United States to do that tour that he's supposed to do.